Yeah, exactly. Well, he said what he said, but there was glee behind it. And
Mm,
so it's a lot more to than what you just said. It's people's perception
of the
of
reaction.
the situation. And my perception of the situation is there was two people on that stream that were in some way happy about what happened to Nick. And it might not be happiness, that might not be the right word. I'm not very eloquent with, my
No,
words. I'm
you're
live on. It just it seemed like two people that had this built up resentment, and finally the person that they had this built up resentment for got, hurt in some way, shape, or form, and then they're live on air talking about it. That's not a good look, and people can see right through that. And so, like, you can explain literally what he just said and say exactly what he just said, but because you don't have that resentment for Nick,
it sounds totally
they come off the
different.
same
Yeah.
way.
No, you know what? See, I can't argue with anything you just said because going back and remembering there was this era of nonchalantness, and I do agree with you. There was this era of, hey, this kind of just happened. We don't really know. We'll figure it out, right? And then Uncivil was like, no, this is serious. We got it. Like you like I did feel that difference in the importance of the issue. One person was saying, well, it's kind of important and we'll just look at it this way. But the other person's like, no, this is important. We kind of need to. So I do understand it. And I do understand there did seem to be some animosity in the background. I'm agreeing with that 110%. But I just, my issue with this whole thing is that reading the tea leaves, sometimes you can be wrong with reading the tea leaves. And I think this is less about what happened, but more about the history between of the whole situation
Well,
in terms
I
of,
agree there, and that's the thing is the chat knows the history.
and the chat knows the history. Yeah.
The chat knows the history more so than I do. Like, I'm not even aware of half this shit that went on, like, especially with the
Mhm.
DUI stuff. I remember Nick talking about there being drama. I didn't know what it was. I just saw a clip of him making a face. I'm like, why is anyone mad about this? But apparently there's more behind the scenes stuff that I don't even know. The chat knows that. The chat remembers that.
Yeah.
And then the chat can piece together. They're very good investigators. It's like Sherlock Holmes. And you can go on the Twitter feed and see everyone linking everything because they always remember. And so going into this with all of that knowledge of that resting resentment and seeing that, that's why people are super fucking pissed. And even Drex, like, Nick is Drex's best friend. Him going off for 5 hours. I mean, like I said, he was nice. If somebody did that to my best friend, like my lifelong childhood best friend, like my best friend Sav, if anyone did that shit to Sav, I'd fucking torch them. Minecraft YouTube. It's an
Yeah.
expression. YouTube overlords. But
Well, I think our biggest disagreement is that I didn't, and maybe it might just be my blindness because I know these people, and that may be it. Is that I didn't see it in the way that other people are seeing it.